and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, my name's Taechichu and I don't know what I'm doing. I'll never know what I'm doing, and that's what I'm using as an intro. Hello. Finally, I'm getting my draft analysis out. I, before, had done this video, and my audio was very messed up because I had the mic too close to my mouth. So here's to round two. Hopefully, we can get things done. This is my draft analysis for the ABL, also known as the Amateur Battle League. It is Season 3, and I was lucky enough to be picked as a captain. And I am, a coach, and I am the coach of the Dashing Dittos. You can see my lovely logo right there. There are 18 coaches in this draft league. We each get to pick 11 Pokemon. So when it gets to, like, my round 8, 9, 10, 11 drafts, they're not as good as the beginning drafts. But before we get into this video, I just want to let you guys know that if you want any ABL merch, there'll be a link down in the description below where you can get yourself a nice little t-shirt, and you could use code TAY10 at checkout, which will give you 10% off of the shirt. So go get yourself one if you don't have one already. And also, we're almost at 300 subscribers. God bless. Thank you, everyone who has subscribed. Anyone new who has subscribed, welcome to my channel. And also, one more thing. There is Primetime week. There will be a live battle coming tomorrow, which is the Sand something Frokies. I'm sorry, I forgot the name. And the Phoenix Soul Rocks. It is Team Snag'em West versus Curse Shaka. So can't wait to watch that. That is going to be today at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so you guys should be watching. I will be streaming as well. I don't know if I'm going to be streaming myself watching the battle or what, but I will definitely be watching it, whether it's on my phone, off stream, whatever. Okay, so let's get into this. I don't want to make this video too long, and it's already too long. So on the Dashing Dittos, my first pick was Dracovish. Oddly enough, this Pokemon went to pick 16. Because there are 18 coaches in the draft, we did like a snake draft, and I was number 16 out of 18, so I didn't think that I was going to get this Pokemon, but this is the specific Pokemon that I wanted. And I got Dracovish. Thank you to Wolfie Glick for showing everyone how good Dracovish is. It learns Vicious Rend, it has strong jaw, and basically, if you have that in the rain too, this Pokemon's going to do a lot of damage no matter what type you're against. So I was really happy to be able to pick it up as my round 1 pick and pick 16. I thought it would be like gone, but no, he's a really good attacker. He learns Strong Jaw, Psychic Fang. You know, he's one of the best fossils out there, absolutely. So I was really happy to be able to get him on my team. And yeah, he's really good, and I wanted to set up a team mainly around Dracovish. So that's what a majority of my picks are continuing on. For my pick number 2, this is pick 21, I got Mimikyu. Now, I don't just like Mimikyu because Mimikyu is cute. I like Mimikyu because it has good battle potential. It can set up Swords Dance. It's a really good ghost fairy type, and I wanted to be able to cover, you know, myself with fairy types because Dracovish is Water Dragon. For Mimikyu, Mimikyu also has like special little tricks up its sleeve where it can be kind of a support. Like it can set up Trick Room if I want to. It also has Disguise. I think that you can hit it while it's in Disguise now, but, you know, I still have that ability, and that ability is still good in this format. And I think that Mimikyu is going to be a good, like, set-up person. Plus, you know, you give it Dragon Claw? You give it Shadow Claw and Play Rough, and I think that Mimikyu is going to be pretty good, especially if it can get that Swords Dance off. So I picked Mimikyu, not only because I have so many plushes of it, but because I think that it's a really good Pokemon to pick up. And I got it as pick 21. Okay, so my third round pick, I got Ludicolo. Now, Ludicolo I got for several reasons. He's kind of a more bulky Pokemon. I got it so that it can have both those grass moves and water moves. Not only that, though, it can set up Rain Dance, which could be really good for my Dracovish for Vicious Rend to get a knockout onto any Pokemon that I go against. Ludicolo, I think, is a really good support Pokemon, especially because it has access to Fake Out. And then you can just do Giga Drain, you could do Ice Beam, you could do Hydro Pump. It's also a really good special attacker, and with my first 2 picks being just straight up attackers, I thought it was good to be able to get that special attack in there, because you want to try and even out the board. And yeah, and Ludicolo is really cute. Okay, so next and that went around to pick 52, which I was really, a lot of these picks I'm surprised at that they went so late, but you know, you can't have every Pokemon, so. For my next pick, I got Toxicroak. Going along with that Rain team, Toxicroak gets dry skin, so if I am able to set up that rain dance, then I will be able to heal a little bit off of the dry skin ability, which heals you when you're hit with water. Such if I'm hit with maybe Scald or Hydro Pump, or if it's raining, then I get heals. So Toxicroak also has access to Fake Out, I believe, but it doesn't have access to Knockoff this this gen, which is unfortunate. A lot of Pokemon got the nerf of Knockoff not being a thing, so that's really unfortunate. But this is also a very strong attacker, especially when it comes to fairies, because because it has good speed. It also will be good against Pokemon such as Whimsicott, because Whimsicott has that quad weakness to poison, and I think that that'll be really good. Even though it does have a weakness to a strong weakness to Psychic, I feel like I'll be able to take that out with the rest of my team. Okay, for my next pick, I did Flapple. Now, let me be honest with you guys. I wanted Appletoon. I wanted Appletoon really, really bad. And I couldn't get Appletoon, so I settled for Flapple because I was a little petty. But that's not the only reason. I think that Flapple has good potential as to, if I really want to make it my Gigantamax captain, I could Gigantamax it and have an okay Gigantamax move. But also, it has Apple Acid, which I think is pretty okay. And I wanted like a good grass dragon type, so that in case I don't bring Ludicolo, I could be able to fill in that slot. Even though it does have a quad weakness to Ice Beam, I don't have to worry about Hidden Power Ice, because Hidden Powers were out of the game. So I think that Flapple has potential that nobody can really see yet, and I think that we're definitely going to be able to see it in my battles. So, heck yeah, Flapple. Like I said, Flapple was a petty pick, but you know what? Maybe I'll trade him off in the season, but I think that he's going to be pretty good for the matches that I'm against. For my round 6, I got Escavalier. Now, Escavalier, it has really good attack, and it is a good steel type to have. I'm surprised it wasn't picked earlier. It might be a little slow, but like I said, Mimikyu can learn Trick Room, so if I can get that Trick Room off, Escavalier is going to be pretty fast, and it's going to be able to hit hard. This is also good for those fairy types, and it's also good for the psychic types that may pose a threat to Toxicroak. And I think that it's a good mon overall, even if it is a little slow. Plus, there's no hidden power in the game, like I was talking about earlier for Flapple, so I don't have to be afraid of the hidden power fire to be able to knock him out. I think that getting rid of hidden power was one of the best things that Pokemon did, God bless. So I think that Excalibur is going to be able to pick up a lot of knockouts in this whole thing. Sorry if I'm going very fast. I don't want to make this too long, and I want people to know why I picked them, and I don't want to give away all my secrets, if you know what I mean. So, yeah, that's why I picked Escavalier. I think it's a really good Pokemon. My next pick may not be the most pleasing to the eye, but it is Sigilyph. Sigilyph is that psychic flying, it's psychic flying, and I wanted a psychic Pokemon for just in case I really needed it. It also is a good Tailwind setup. It has access to Heat Wave. It has access to Dazzling Gleam. I think that this Pokemon has all around a lot of good typings, or it has a lot of moves with different types, and I think that that's going to be really good when it comes to facing different Pokemon, because, if you have access to a lot of good moves, then you'll be able to get that knockout before they get the knockout on you. Like I said, it's not very pleasing to the eye, but I think that it's going to be good for my team, especially because I needed a Tailwind setup. And plus, it has pretty good speed already, and I think it has pretty okay stats. And its abilities are very good as well. So that's why I picked Sigilyph. For my next pick, I got Ninetales. Now, I know what you're saying to yourself. Taylor, why do you have a rain team, and why did you pick Ninetales if it has drought? So, basically, Ninetales, I wanted a special attacker. Again, I wanted to even out the special attackers with the attackers. So Ludicolo, Sigilyph, Ninetales, all good special attackers. For Ninetales, I didn't want anyone to have access to that drought ability, so, that was a plus. And if I ever really do want to not bring Toxicroak, I could bring Ninetales, so that I could, screw up someone else's rain team. I think that it's a good Pokemon overall. It can have access to Solar Beam if I did want to set up the drought, and then also I think it has really good fire moves, and I needed something that had access to fire moves for the future, other than Sigilyph's Heat Wave. You know what I mean? So I thought it was a good pick. I think that I'm going to be able to use it in later matches. So that's why I picked it. It makes sense to me in my head, I promise. For my next pick, I got Morpeko, one of my favorite Pokemon of this gen, if not my favorite Pokemon. Now, it was between Morpeko and Pikachu, and I chose Morpeko. I was going to choose Pikachu because of Lightning Rod, but I decided against it because I feel like Morpeko has better stats. I feel like it's just a better Pokemon overall, with its ability Hunger Switch and changing with Aura Wheel. Aura Wheel already does a lot of damage, so I feel like it'll be good, especially because the move changes typings. And I think it has a lot of good potential. I think it has a lot of good potential damage. It also has access to Seed Bomb and Stopping Tantrum. It is a really good attacker, and it has access to Fake Out. So I think that it's a good move to have Morpeko on my team so that I can be able to get that Fake Out off, be able to get that Seed Bomb in case there's a ground Pokemon that's slower than me. Just like a lot of things that I think will help in the future. And I love his look. I love Morpeko. I have a plush of him coming soon. God bless. But that's why I picked Morpeko over Pikachu. Because everything else that I wanted Togedemaru first, then I wanted Raichu, and then Morpeko was kind of my third choice. So I am excited to see what this Pokemon can do. And I'm very, very excited. So that's why I picked Morpeko. For my 10th pick, I picked Garbodor. Some of you may be surprised, saying Garbodor is a trash Pokemon. I mean, you wouldn't be wrong, but I don't think that he's as trash as other people think. He has access to ground moves, he has access to his G-Max ability, which poisons the opponents, and I think that it'll be good to be able to G-Max Garbodor so that you're able to get that poison off to get that chip damage. I think that it's really good. I think that Garbodor is strong, and I think that I'm going to make people say, wow, that Pokemon's actually not trash. Everyone will see. But that's why I chose Garbodor. I think Garbodor has good moves. I think it has good stats, and I think it's totally underrated. So I'm going to show everyone that this Pokemon is underrated, and you're all going to see. And for my last pick, like I said, these picks are more at the bottom of the barrel. It is Avalugg. Avalugg is very slow, but I also see potential in it as a good support Pokemon. It can learn Rock Slide. It can get Auroraville, I don't know. It could also get access to Wide Guard. I think that it's really good, and if I really wanted to, I could set up Hail. A lot of my Pokemon have different abilities that go with weather and they go with speed, and I think that's really important to the game, especially with the whole speed change, where if you use Tailwind right away, then it all changes. I think that it's really important. So that's why I have it. Avalugg, bottom of the barrel, might change it out later, but I think that has potential. I really, really do. Plus, it has Sturdy, so if I really wanted to set something up and if something hit it, I have Sturdy, so it's going to stay alive after a hit. So that's why I chose him. And for my Dynamax captain, I chose Garbodor because I think that its G-Max move is better than Flapple's for Gigantamaxing. I also think that if I were to do Dracovish, I want Dracovish to either have a Choice Band or Choice Scarf. So I think it would be strong to and plus in this league, you can't have a choice item with a Gigantamax or Dynamax Pokemon. So Dracovish would not be able to Dynamax anyway. So I think that the move was for Garbodor to be the Gigantamax captain, especially because it has its G-Max ability, and it also has a bunch of good moves that has to do with, ground Dynamax move. You know what I mean? But yeah, those are my picks. Let me know in the comments down below what you think is your favorite pick. For me, I probably think my strongest pick is Dracovish, and I think I have a good core set around it, which is basically what Pokemon's all about. I am going to be battling Kylie first. I forgot what his team's name was, but that battle will also be going up either Saturday or Sunday. So I hope you guys are really excited for it. I'm really excited for this entire thing. And you know what? I hope that I win it. No, I am going to win it. Oop. I am going to win it. Now, I hope I win it. I am going to win it. And everyone's going to see me win. But like I said, also, don't miss the Primetime that's happening tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time against Kershaka and Team Snagamus. I am going to be watching. I can't wait. I'm very excited because it's two veterans facing off. Two veterans from the ABL. So I'm excited. I hope that you guys are too. And on that note, this video is over. And you know what, guys? I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!